está muy bien para todo el mundo. Se le ve confiante y se le ve con buen surf y bueno, felicidades a Paloma en este caso y a la segunda clasificada, ¿no? Lo siento por Begoña, por el resto, pero bueno, hay muchos campeonatos por la frente, hay mucho surfing todavía y bueno, seguimos aquí en Chile y nos queda mucho por disfrutar.
Okay, so with that, we are going to be getting ready for our second round of women's. We'll be back with heat number 1 after these messages from our sponsors.
Watch the light as it set from the sun. All the ways we could run, all the ways we could run. Oh my, yeah. Can you see the light from outer space?
Okay, we are back. 2013 Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival. I am your host, Eric Apple, and remember the Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival is presented to you by Budeo Bodyboard Club and Rebel. As you see a rider up on a right hand, that's Alejandra Altuve. She is a Venezuelan rider, and quite a lot of riders coming from Venezuela down here to Chile for both the women's World Tour event as well as the men's global qualifying event. So let's let you know who's in the seat. Juliana Freitas in yellow. We saw her earlier. As well as Valentina Zambrano, Alejandra Altuve, and Perla Rojas in the blue. In yellow, watching Juliana Freitas. We have a replay. And wow, Juliana Freitas with a big score, an 8.13. She was able to do a roll. Looks like I'm gonna have a new partner in crime. So again, we are just almost 5 minutes into our heat, 4 minutes in our heat. Juliana Freitas in first from Brazil, Valentina Zambrano from Venezuela in second. In third, Alejandra Altuve. And in fourth, Perla Rojas. Perla is yet to get a wave. And Carla's going to join me? I said that.
That's what I said.
Again, we are just almost a quarter of the way into the heat. And Perla Rojas, the Chilean, she's had a problem catching waves in the heat, but she snuck through in the end. and she did it before. And welcome to the booth. Hi, Claudia.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Well, we have quite a situation out here. We have some. It seems like in each heat so far throughout the day, we've had a different girl who's dominated each heat. I mean, earlier Claire McGowan dominated the heat. In the last heat, it was Paloma completely dominating the heat. And now Juliana Freitas, a fellow Brasilera, who dominated her heat as well. So it seems like in every single heat we have one girl who's just above and beyond the rest of the girls.
I would say that some of these girls are the seeding for this round. So they ratings on the IBA, and they probably more experienced on competing and finding the right wave. As we see here, the wave is really like you need a nice reading, and like you need a little bit of experience. As far as Paloma, she's local rider, and she's a really good bodyboarder, local girl. And of course, she's doing good. She knows the wave.
So again, speaking of dominating, Juliana Freitas, who dominated her earlier heat, she already has an 8.1 in this heat. Once again, on a set wave, nice forward 360 in the critical section of the wave, trying to get back to the shoulder.
Yeah, Juliana first roll was really good. Nice bottom turn, set wave, hit the lip on the right spot. Good one.
So we were talking about the other day. I mean, it's you've been living in Hawaii now for quite some time. So coming down to South America again, Brazil, Chile is almost like it's like you're visiting a foreign place because you've been in Hawaii so long, huh?
Yeah, I'm kind of spoiled. Hawaii is beautiful, warm water and good waves. And oh my God, I get here and I see these awesome waves and I'm freezing, but that's okay. And the heat, I think you get warm with all the excitement and paddling. But Chile got good waves. I wish it was just a little bit warmer.
Now tell me this: in the very south of Brazil, is it anywhere near this cold or no?
Yeah, get cold on winter time, the water, there is a current too. It's more on the summertime, the cold current. And there, I would say on the winter time, the weather gets really cold. You can wear a full suit and you can get freezing hands and frozen feet and, it's as cold as. But here, I don't know. I haven't been in a cold place like this for ages.
Well, we have Yo-Yo who caught up with our heat winner from the last heat, Paloma Fregan. Yo-Yo, take it away, buddy.
I'm finishing the last heat of the first round of Grand Slam Division Woman. This is Paloma Fregan, the winner, ganadora del último round del Grand Slam de mujeres. Paloma, ¿cómo te sientes? Tell us about your feelings.
Me siento bien y la ola igual está buena y nada, pues ahora ya se pone más difícil la cosa, así que ojalá que me siga yendo bien.
He feels really good, and he said that he found good waves. He said that right now start a difficult part of the event, so she's ready. Paloma, algo que nos podrías decir, controlaste la manga por completo, algo que nos puedes decir sobre ese performance. Paloma, you control like perfect the situation on the heat. You can tell us about your performance.
Creo que entré relajada y me tocaron olas buenas, así que eso fue lo que me favoreció. Aparte me puse un poco más adentro que las otras niñas, así que pude elegir mejor las olas.
Okay, she said that her strategy was like to just get a little bit further in the lineup, and on this way he found good waves and she made the difference. Paloma, felicidades y espero verte aquí de nuevo. Pucha, estoy súper contento por ti y yo sé que mucha gente en casa está, así que muchas gracias, Paloma.
Muchas gracias.
Okay, thank you very much, boys, and I'm with you, boys, in the booth. Ciao.
Spot on the whole beach.
Okay, so there you go. With our winner, Paloma Fregan. That was Yo-Yo, the man, the myth, the Chilena legend. Once again, back here, the second round of the women's. This is the first heat of the second round. Juliana Freitas with an 8.3 and a 3.7 in the lead. Perla Rojas with a 2.5 and a 2.1 with a 4.6. Valentina Zambrano with a 4.3, the Venezuelan. She needs a 2.44 to move up. And Alejandra Altuve from Venezuela also with a 2.6. So here we have the rider in white, Valentina. Nope.
Yeah, actually Alejandra got surfed a right handle. It's kind of impressive.
Yeah, I saw earlier.
Yeah.
Now the waves are, now with the tide change, the waves have definitely slowed down, haven't they?
Yeah, and the wind is kind of giving a little show and it's getting a little bit crispy because this wave is really walling, and glass is like a dream. But a little bit chop, I don't know. But let's see what happened. The sun is out a little bit, so this is a good news. Nice set.
It's been a while since we've seen sets like this come in, so it's nice to see.
Yeah, I think definitely the high tide, get a little more inconsistent, the sets. They come, but they take a little longer. And 20 minutes heats, you gotta be in the right spot and the right time, otherwise it gets kind of hard.
So I'll give you some scores as they come through.
Por venir a este Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival 2013.
There we go, Juliana with 11.88, Perla Rosas 4.68, Valentina 4.3, and Alejandra 2.63 with only one wave reading.
So we are well over halfway through the heat, 11 minutes through. So it looks like we'll be going through all the way through round 2 and round 3 today, and then we will be finished.
So no round 4.
Not today.
Woohoo! I am on round 4 and I want to surf glassy. I have a bad tail and channel, and for kind of choppy waves, kind of hard to. And this wave is already, you gotta read it real good, and it's a long ride. So if it's choppy, it's kind of, woohoo! Tomorrow morning, glassy.
So tomorrow's round 3, or today's round 3, I think.
Yeah.
So
round 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was round 4. Oh no.
Go get your wetsuit out.
Yes, don't tell me. It's dry at least.
8 minutes to go here in the second round of the Women's World Tour event here at the IBA. Again, Eric Apple joined by now Hawaiian Claudia Ferrari. As we see a rider in yellow, Juliana Freitas.
Good one. Hit it. Ah, see how choppy it is a little bit?
Wow, big
But
roll
she
through the
hold
lip.
it. Yeah, she hold it. She held a little bit.
I was impressed.
Good. She's riding set waves, and that's I think it make a lot of difference for the scores. You have to catch a set wave. You can't just catch, between or the smaller ones.
Sure. Now, talk about the progression and talk about the state of bodyboarding for women, and especially in Brazil. It seemed like we kind of had a lack of participation by women in some countries, but now recently, wow, we've seen a lot of participation from here in Venezuela and Chile to kind of help out women's bodyboarding, correct?
Yeah, Venezuela, I think the government helps a lot, with the travel expense for a large number of riders, not only women, but the men too. And this, I think, make a lot of difference because it's so hard to find a sponsor nowadays, no matter how good on the ratings you are or, how good or popular or, and I think nowadays if you get a sponsor and you're able to travel around and do the enough events to, to be able to do the enough points for the ratings. So in Brazil, we have a lot of good riders, but a lack of sponsorship, and I think this is the worst thing, not to have sponsors to follow your dream,
So that was our rider in blue, Perla Rojas, the Chileno, on yet another wave.
Yeah,
Now,
we see a lot of sponsorship in Japan too, and unfortunately I have to tell you that in America we have a very lack of sponsors too. But I think, little by little we can, conquer our little space and show that we are professional, and we can do a good job if we have a good support. So.
Well, and you're talking about the support that the government, Claudia, has given the riders from Venezuela. Now, that's something that the government of Brazil has been doing for quite a long time with bodyboarding, right? With Neymar, with Guilherme. A lot of riders are getting support from the government for a long time, correct?
Yeah, Neymar, especially like the Espírito Santo state, you know, they help a lot. The riders from Espírito Santo is not like a federal government, but it's more like a state government. They kind of help a lot of girls. They have this like a sports bank kind of
Yes.
type of thing, and they sponsor like 3 or 4 good riders. Like Neymar start everything, and she was such a good ambassador that they say, okay,
Yeah.
this is a good business, let's do it. So and then came Mila, and now Maíra, you know, and some of the boys too.
And Daniela
So-
too, right? Daniela was very popular before.
Yeah, Daniela Freitas is from Rio, but you know, I'm saying the Espírito Santo, the
Okay,
girls
okay.
from the state, you know. So Neymar did a good base, you know, basic work to convince the state government to keep helping, and because it's a lot of money, you know, you
Yeah.
spend a lot of money for one event, especially like in a tour out of 5 or 6, you're counting 4. So you need to have 10 grand just to do the enough events to be on the ratings, you know. So, yeah.
So we see some girls paddling hard for the outside. Some
Sets
lines coming in, some sets coming. Perla Rojas with a 2.13 on her last wave, so she's still in second place. With 4 minutes to go, we see Whitewater coming in from the outside. The girls are getting caught, maybe. Let's see if we see some action.
Yeah.
Remember, in the water, Juliana Freitas in first, Perla in second, Valentina in third, Alejandra Altuve in fourth. And is Daniela in Hawaii still?
Yeah,
She is?
she's like a, not a bodybuilding, that is like a, how I say, the
Fitness competitor.
fitness competitor. She's strong lady. She's beautiful.
Well, it's nice to see all the old school girls every time I'm in Hawaii. I even see Carol Phillips now and then.
Yeah, she's still riding and, you know, do some surf school
And is
right now.
she doing like, is she like not a senator, but some kind of, she's trying to be a politician, right?
Yeah, I think it was like a, how I say, I don't know, I'm not sure in English, but it's like a vereador in Portuguese.
Yeah.
Yeah, she tried to get elected, you know, and she fights really good for the North Shore community and against GMOs and stuff like that.
Yep. Everybody in Hawaii has a big problem with the GMO for sure.
Yeah, you know, it's like it's something that's really damaging the land, you know, and it's not good for your health. It's like enough of the military testing over there, you know, so
Yeah.
we gotta be against GMO,
Well, yeah,
guarantee.
and so many countries have already banned the genetically modified organisms. That's what the
Yeah,
GMO
you don't
stands
want to
for.
eat clone of any species, you know. No
Now tell,
vegetable.
are the GMOs banned in Brazil? Do you know?
We don't really have yet, you know, as far as I know. I'm out of Brazil for like 20 plus years, so I'm not very. But as far as I know, you eat really organic in Brazil, you know, because it's good food is still there. There's not like a large production. They have a lot of like large crops, so
Yeah.
they're not very worried about, you know, going fast, grow fast, you know, harvest fast. And
So again, 1 minute 40 seconds to go. Juliana Freitas in the lead, the Brasileira. Perla Rojas in second, the Chilena. Mantila Zambrano still in third as far as Altuve, the Venezuelan, in fourth. And with just a minute and a half to go, they need some scores coming through. Valentina needs a 2.5. Alejandra needs a 2.1 to take out Perla.
I think a set's coming. Come on, girls. Let's get them. Juliana with 11.88. Perla, 4.
I mean, like I said, once again, Juliana, she's dominating the heat like she did earlier. So almost every heat, there's one girl that stands out very far.
Yeah, you get a 8-pointer and you pretty much, you know, you just need to back up with a second solid one. Yeah, and she was freezing downstairs after the first heat. And she was like, oh, should I take my wetsuit or should I keep it on?
Keep it on.
Yeah.
Make it worse.
And start jumping.
As we see the competitors with their snack pack lunches.
That is our world champ and pipe champ. Isabella hungry. There she
Oh,
again.
what a surprise on the set, Juliana.
Hit it, yeah. Woohoo.
Big roll.
Good
Look
one.
at that.
Hold it.
through the lip. Only 10 seconds to go, so that's going to be it. It looks like Juliana is going to be your winner. And Perla Rojas is going to make it through in second place. Third place going to Valentina Zambrano from Venezuela. And fourth to another Venezuelan, Alejandra Altuve.
Alejandra couldn't catch the second wave.
Yeah. So, we are going to get the next heat started here in just a minute. Before we do, though, we're going to send you to some commercials, let you know who is helping make this event possible. So check it out. We'll be back in a minute.